What are these? Oh, that's amazingly shit. Won't let this moment pass us by. Good morning, guys, and happy... I don't know what day it is. I'm gonna say Wednesday. Good morning, guys, and happy Wednesday. I'm quite cheerful, quite happy, because I've just had a bill through. And you're thinking, Chris, why are you happy? You've had a damn bill through. It's a bill. Well, because I've been waiting for this bill, this correctly amounted bill for, what is it now, January 2017, since December 2015. At the end of 2015, I had my windscreen shield replaced. You guys might know if you've been with us long enough. Windshield replaced because it had a crack in it, and I paid £10 for a repair, and then for my excess I needed to pay £75, but the £10 should have come off the £75, so I should have only ever had to pay £65, and for months, via Twitter and other means, I have been chasing Autoglass. They keep telling me they'll send a new invoice out, they never do, and finally, they sent me an invoice out a few days ago with the wrong amount on it! Still! So I was like, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to wait until they send a demand for payment. And if they have it right, I will pay it. And they did today. They sent one. I'm not going to show you the details, because it's got home address and stuff on it. But they sent a letter out today saying, if you do not pay, we will take you to court or proceed legal proceedings or something. But they actually had the correct amount on it. The first time ever in months. It's been about 14 months I've been waiting for this, and literally I've been chasing it every month or two. I contact them again saying, it's not right, I've not received it, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, we'll send one out, and they never do. I paid it, it's done, I paid it now, and I'm just relieved because it's been a weight off my shoulder. Every once in a while, it's only like 65 quid, but it's like, how can you not get a payment right? I keep telling you it's £65 rather than £75, they keep telling me. It is, you're right, it is £65, not £75, but they can't actually invoice me today. I have not actually received a correctly priced invoice from them, or bill or whatever. At the moment, the only thing I've ever received is now a demand for payment, or we'll take legal proceedings again to cause whatever. I don't know, legal proceedings. I'm so chuffed. Normally I'd be angry, but I'm chuffed that it's a weight off my shoulder. Whew. I'm gonna sit down, have a drink, calm down for a minute. I'm super excited. I'm so sad. And then I'm going to head into Leicester because I have a cheque to pay in for like £213. £213! Because when Shep had to be seen with the vet, and he had... What did he have? I can't remember now. He had to be put under. Oh man, I feel like a really bad dog dad now. A few months ago Shep had to go to the vets, and called our insurers, and they actually issued a partial refund for the cost, which is good, to the amount of £213, but that cheque has been sat upstairs for what seems to be months. In fact, it probably is months. The date on it is probably from like 4 months ago. September, the end of September, and it's now January, because the closest bank that I can pay it into is 15 miles away in Leicester, because we no longer have... Our bank closed, basically. Our bank closed in town, which means I have to travel quite a way to pay cash checks, that sort of stuff, directly into my bank, which is problematic. But because I only need to do it like once a year at the most usually, I kind of just put up with it. But it does mean that the checks end up sat on the side for a while until I either remember to take it with me next time I'm going to Leicester, or actually make a special trip like today. I've just checked, it's not Wednesday, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Right, the check's been paid in. I'm on my way to the supermarket. It was nice to be out of the house. I love driving the car. I really enjoy driving the car. And I know it's 15 miles away, and 15 miles is a stupid amount of distance to drive. Shut up! A stupid amount of miles to drive just to pay a check-in. But luckily I didn't have to go into the city centre itself, which I thought I was going to have to at one point. But I didn't. It's good. I could just go to the nearest place. It was nice and easy to park. I didn't have to pay for parking. It wasn't quite as far and not quite as bad to get into, which was all nice. So now I just need to get through all this damn traffic. I can't believe how busy it is and how many stupid people are on the road. It's so nice to be out. Hello world. Hello, 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 hello tree. Hello light. Hello camera. It has just gone 4 o'clock and there's still some light in the sky, which must mean it's nearly summer, right? If this is Asda's idea of a bag for life, I really don't think I've got long left to live. Knackered, it's 10 past 4. Been out of the house over 2 hours. I'm exhausted. Probably spent about an hour of it driving around. I'm almost out of petrol. Alright, let's get the shopping away. We didn't get too much. It's expensive though. I don't know why. Oh, we've got lots of dried fruit and stuff, and nuts. I bet that put the price up. Jen and a little friggin' lemon and date balls or something. Oh, I haven't had a chance for any lunch yet, so I'm gonna have myself some mixed leaves, and I got myself a pre-cooked chicken. I'm gonna have some of that on my leaves and create a salad. And I think the rest of it, that chicken, I'll probably have for dinner with Jen when she gets home from work. On some sandwiches, on some rolls, some bread rolls, and make sandwiches with them. Something like that. And any leftovers, pop in the fridge for maybe tomorrow. Relax, Chris, relax.
We're supposed to be having a nice simple dinner tonight of pre-cooked chicken sandwiches, which should have been just Chris chopping up the chicken, because I don't like to touch it because it's all greasy and horrible, and then spreading on sandwiches, and then we were going to be done. And I said to Chris, do we have any apple sauce? Turns out we don't, which is a real shame. So now, instead of our nice simple dinner, Chris is cooking apple sauce for us. How cool is this? Oh, wait, there we go. Now it's in focus. This is so cool. I've been waiting for my sandwich now for, I think, about 3 hours.
It would have been quicker to go to the shop to get it.
It would have been quicker, but it wouldn't have been so healthy to go and buy it ourselves. So Chris,
I can't promise it's healthy. No,
it's apples. It's, how can it not be
I've
healthy?
not put any sugar. Basically, this is baby food. This is my first attempt at baby food. And as if by magic, and only 45 minutes later, Jen, you got some apple sauce.
Thank you.
But you need to wait another hour for it to cool down.
This way it'll warm my chicken up.
Or you could just wait for it to cool down.
Okay.
You want to try some?
It smells like apple
Do you want a
sauce.
spoon?
Yeah.
There's a spoon.
Thanks.
It smells like baby food as well, I bet.
Yeah. Looks like baby food. Smells like baby food.
It will be very, very hot.
Yeah, it looks really hot. It's going to be like molten hot, isn't it?
Yeah, just make sure you give it a good blow.
That's good.
Good enough?
Mmm. That's really good.
Can I try some?
Yeah. So yesterday I said I was going to try out my very first of Fern Cotton's recipes today. Yesterday I said I was going to do it today. So before I jump in the shower, get ready for bed and stuff, I thought I'd give it a go tonight. Excuse me, I've already taken my makeup off. So yeah, just don't look too closely, and maybe I hold you at arm's length for this one. This is my recipe. It is super simple. It's basically get all these things, chuck them in a blender. Now that should be easy baking, even if I do say so myself. Problem is, we don't have an actual food blender. So what I'm going to try and do is use this guy, our Blend Active. I'm just going to see how well it works. I can't guarantee this is going to turn out particularly well, but we'll give it a go. That's all we can do. We can try. Got my ingredients ready. Unsalted cashews, dates, desiccated coconut, chia seeds and lemon zest. Chris went out to pick up the dates for me today, and he's even managed to pick up stoned dates. I think they're going to be stoned dates anyway, which means I don't even need to chop them. Like, I might chop them a little bit, but I thought I was going to have to de-pit all the dates, and I don't need to do it. Which means the total amount of like cooking prep I need to do for this recipe is to get the zest off one lemon. That's it. That is super simple. Okay, so I've loaded up the cashews into the blender, and I'm a little bit nervous about turning this on, because it really doesn't look like it should be able to do it. I'm sure it can. It doesn't look like it should be able to. Here goes nothing. Woo, that was scary. Okay, and so simple. That did it with no issues whatsoever. Every time I use this blender, I am amazed at how strong it is. Like, you can literally put anything in there and it just turns it, like pulverizes it into nothing instantly. And I just have cashew dust. This is literally like the unzestiest lemon that ever existed. Been doing it for ages. Nothing is coming off. It was supposed to make 18 to 20 small balls. And okay, my balls aren't tiny, but they are pretty tiny. I only have 14, and this one is really pathetic. That one can be Chris's. At the moment, they feel a bit kind of sticky and greasy. I'm going to put them in the fridge overnight, and then hopefully they'll kind of harden up a little bit. I think they don't seem right. There's not enough to them at the moment, but they may be better tomorrow. and I'll give them a try then, I think. Flicked the mixture off my fingers after making the balls and it was pretty tasty.
Once I'd finished pulling that chicken to pieces, I figured I might as well use the carcass from the chicken to make a stock, because what else are you going to do apart from throw it in the bin anyway? So I've been simmering this for hours. What time must I put it on? About 4, 5, 6 hours, I don't really know exactly. But at the moment we have a bowl of just chicken pieces. We tried taking a piece of chicken out of it because we hadn't picked all of the little tiny bits off, and it tastes gross. Not like gross, but kind of like, yeah, that's a bit shit, gross. And so hopefully all the flavours from that have gone into this. This has been boiling down for ages. It started off, oh shit, that's hot. It started off somewhere up here where that line is, maybe a little bit higher, and I boiled it all the way down. It's currently at just under 1 litre. I need to get it down to under half a litre so that it fits in this. For you guys that don't understand litres, that is about a pint, but it's getting there. And then I'm going to shove it in the fridge because we are going to have chicken stock, and all that effort to save me having to open one of these for like 20p's worth of chicken stock. It would probably cost me about £5 in like gas or something. And all the effort standing fiddling with it, and the tidying up that Jen has to do. What are these?
They are energy balls. They're not actually energy balls. They look like energy balls.
They look like, I don't know, what do you call them, like
bird fat balls.
That, or maybe this is what like unicorn poop looks like.
Yeah, that would be glittery though.
Maybe. No, I'll give it a go. Look. It tastes like oil.
You should pretend to like it.
Oh, it tastes amazingly shit. It's not good. Whatever oil you used, don't use it again.
No.
What is it?
Bird's olive oil.
Olive oil. Yeah, olive oil and sweet stuff doesn't mix. Ah. Why did I eat a ham? I did it, guys. I managed to boil enough off. Unfortunately, it was so close, I spilt a little bit. It was only a bit. It got in here. I had to clean it up. This isn't dirty. This isn't gross. This is clean stuff. So this needs to cool down a bit before I can put it in the fridge. I'm going to be up so late tonight. It's now, what was that, 11:45. And it's boiling hot. Jen and I have been talking because we've had a couple of requests about a PO box, and we never really intended on having a PO box. They're quite expensive, particularly in the UK. They're like 20 quid a month, or you can get them a little bit cheaper if you pay like in 6 or 12 month increments or whatever, but they work out around about 20 quid a month. They're quite expensive. Given there weren't many people commenting on our videos, paying that in sort of like just in case that people wanted to send like a letter or a postcard, it seemed quite a lot. So we were just not really that interested. But people have been asking, and it got us thinking, would you guys like to contribute to our decorating? And what I mean by that is, we've for quite some time thought about the idea of what we're going to call a wall of wonder. At least that's sort of like a tentative name, but a wall of wonder, where you guys can send any letters, postcards, pictures, anything like that, anything we can pin up on a wall. And we were thinking maybe we could use this wall or another wall. It was originally going to be in what is now going to be the nursery. Well, we had the space, but now we're having a kid. We don't really have the space to do that in there. So it might end up going on here. The question for you is, if you think we should have a PO box so you guys can send mail and that sort of stuff to go on this wall here, or any other wall we choose, then let us know in the comments down below. Say yes if you think we should, say no if you don't think we should and we should save our money. And although we're expecting it to cost us about 20 quid a month, it's not about getting £20 a month's worth of stuff, whether it is whatever. It's not about that. It's 20 quid that is literally going to go down the drain, but we're wondering whether or not we wanted to sort of like have an extra way for you guys to communicate with us and share your life. You know, whether it's a photo of your kids, whether it's a photo of you doing something cool, whether you just want to write us a little note, whether you want to send us a postcard from somewhere you visited, whatever you guys want to do that we can pin up on there, then we thought could be quite cool. But if you guys aren't interested in even sending anything, there's kind of no point in us even getting one. We're not demanding anything from you guys, but we can imagine that some of you might be interested in sort of like just sending stuff. We don't know what yet, but you never know. Make sure you leave a comment down below if you think we should or shouldn't. Let us know if you think you shouldn't as much as should. Don't stay silent on this one, because we really do need an idea as to how many people might be interested in this. I checked on Twitter. I did a little Twitter poll. I did a Twitter poll. Now, unfortunately, anybody, even people that don't even watch our vlogs, can respond to that, so I don't really know how accurate it is. But about 25% of people said we shouldn't do it, and 75% of people said that we should do it. But just because people say we should doesn't mean they're going to even send anything, so there's no point in doing it if they're not. Whew, I don't know. I don't want to seem like I'm demanding anything from you guys. We're not expecting anything, but if you want to, we want to make sure you have that opportunity to be able to. Anyway, give us your thoughts, guys. Comments down below.